Halo? 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 Dobrze. Witam na kolejnym odcinku z XCOMa 2. Dzisiaj będziemy kontynuować tam, gdzie skończyliśmy ostatnio, czyli będziemy przechodzić misję Porzuceni i opuszczeni. Mam nadzieję, że tym razem nie będzie żadnych problemów z mikrofonem. Czytałem troszkę przed filmikiem. Właśnie.
The skirmishers are Advent. Advent is the enemy. The enemy is food.
Try not to bring that up when we meet, Volk.
You take their side after all we've seen these years.
Look, I'm not exactly having drinks with them, but they did hold up their end of the bargain. What about you?
Wait and see. Vault out.
Actually think they might show up. Commander, that was Konstantin Volokov, Volk to his friends. He and his Reapers are a big part of the reason why you're standing here today. Volk may be a little rough around the edges, but he's the real deal. Heads one of 3 resistance groups operating independently from us that we consider a legitimate threat to Advent. Together, they'd make one hell of a fighting force. Too bad they hate each other. Still, we've made some unlikely progress. Volk's Reapers may have found you, but they weren't acting alone. They were tipped off by a group of Advent defectors known as the Skirmishers. No one's big on working with these guys, knowing where they came from. But you wouldn't be here without their help. Both the Reapers and the Skirmishers have agreed to suspend hostilities provided you serve as the go-between. Trust doesn't come easy between these two, so we're heading for a nice, quiet spot on neutral ground. Even so, let's not take any chances. Intel on this area is weak, and we're picking up strange chatter on comms. Not to mention we're ending a decade-long blood feud today. I'd advise our soldiers to be fully prepared before we deploy on this one, Commander. Good luck.
Some of my people could use a hand in the field. Shouldn't be anything too tough. What do you say?
Not sure how long our contacts are going to wait for us, Commander. So I'd recommend we proceed as soon as possible. All available soldiers are standing by to deploy.
Obowiązkowa misja, którą musimy wykonać. I jako, że już mam doświadczenie lekkie z XCOMem, to wiem, że w tej misji będziemy musieli się dużo przemieszczać.
Each faction has agreed to allow a 2-person squad to escort them to the rendezvous point. Hopefully that should be enough to keep them from killing each other. We've got a temporary ceasefire in place for the duration of the meet, but still, that doesn't mean we shouldn't be ready for anything.
Weźmiemy żółtodzioba jednego. Produkcja przedmiotów. Produkujemy jedną apteczkę. Pancerz też. Dobra, żółtodziobowi nie będziemy dawali. Ulepszenia. Tak, żółty dziób to mam. I teraz ja bym snajpera jednak wywalił. się nic nie da zrobić. Paul Walker. No to lecimy. Będziemy robić zamedatorów pomiędzy dwoma frakcjami ruchu oporu.
Sky Ranger deployed. In position for deployment.
Zobaczymy, jak to wyjdzie.
The Reapers and Skirmishers have been at each other's throats for years, so we're keeping the exact meeting points strictly need to know. You'll split into 2 squads, rendezvous with each faction, and bring their envoy directly to the location of the meet. Officially, this city no longer exists, so we don't expect a lot in the way of advent resistance. Still, keep your eyes peeled. It's been about 20 years since we last stepped foot in this place. Proceed to the first set of coordinates. Firebrand and the second team will head to the next drop point.
Detecting increasing biological signatures in the area ahead.
Then I'd say we're in the right place. Stay sharp out there today, people. Just because this city was abandoned doesn't mean it's lifeless.
No. Ktoś sobie gotował obiadek.
If you are hungry, there's more where that came from. Impressive reflexes, but unnecessary.
Stand down. We're all friends here.
You are safe here. More so than you imagine. We shall see if the same holds true for these skirmishers of yours. Your presence already disturbs them. We must move quickly. My people will take care of this camp. Come.
Uploading the coordinates to the rendezvous point now. We've plotted the most direct route there. We don't know much about the skirmisher contact you'll be meeting other than his name. Mox.
Mox. Praetor Mox. His death squads wiped out entire camps of my people in the first years of the war. You would dare do this?
Pretty sure hands are bloody on both sides of this fight. That's the whole point of this intervention.
Reapers are born in the shadows, in the cold, harsh world that was waiting for us out there. We rely on stealth and long-range attacks, and our marksmen are unmatched by even the best XCOM has to offer.
No dobra. Lecimy powoli do przodu.
Damaged and dormant all these years, these devices still emit trace elements of unstable radiation. I cannot fathom what they were like in their original function.
We were there, Doctor. You're better off having missed it.
I will reposition.
Dobra.
Rolling out! On it.
Właśnie. Zagubieni.
On my way.
jeszcze ich nie widzicie.
Moving.
O.
No more time for regret. We are not alone.
Those things, they still look like people.
What was human died years ago. Only the taint of the aliens survives now. Where there is one, more will follow. You must not hesitate to destroy them.
Dobra, no to lecimy. Z zagubionym...
Nature's true strength lies in their numbers. As you can see, they fall easily. If we are careful with our shots, we will prevail.
No tak jak tutaj powiedzieli, jest tu napisane, razem z zagubionym dochodzi nowa mechanika, czyli strzały w głowę. Jeśli postrzelamy co do jakiegoś zagubionego i go zabijemy, możemy wykonać kolejną akcję, co pozwala na naprawdę fajne łańcuszki, ale wszystko może się zepsuć przez nietrafiony strzał. No i tak teraz. Ciebie na koniec może weźmiemy, a ty nie możesz nawet. Prawda? Dawaj, próbuj.
The only fate possible for aliens. They found it. For the Reapers! Who can give me a
Przeładuj.
resupply? Give me time to reload.
I robimy wartę.
Watching comes naturally.
Dobrze.
Tell your gods
These
I'm
creatures'
coming.
DNA has mutated well beyond what we would classify as human. Perhaps the result of long-term exposure to the alien radiation from those pods. Though why anyone would subject themselves to that, I cannot imagine.
When the governments fell, millions starved. Many fled to cities such as this to scavenge for food. They did not heed the warnings. Confirmed.
No teraz musisz go trafić. Cynthia. Okej.
Hostile neutralized. It's killing time. My ammo's running low. I understand.
Dobra.
Will do. My people have encountered these beings before. At first, they may appear mindless, but they hear quite well. In great numbers, they can be very deadly. Volk says I am to obey.
Mhm.
No compromises. My ammunition is nearly depleted. Death to the invaders. I cannot cope without bullets. Position confirmed. Target eliminated. Come get some. Moving to position. Overwatch.
Teraz czekamy, aż przyjdą. Jak na razie dobrze idzie. Ale będzie może bardzo Bardzo dobrze.
Hostile neutralized.
An entire city of our own people left to turn into these things.
Yes. All we can offer them now is a merciful death. Moving as ordered.
Extraction point is close, but looks like these things don't want to make it easy for you.
We will make it to your pet advent in time. We're green to
Przeładujemy.
go!
Bo oni tutaj mogą być, a nie mamy na razie.
Moving
Nie
out!
widzimy ich, więc dobrze jest przeładować zawczasu. Jest się przesunąć tak, żeby...
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Przeładujcie wszyscy. Będziemy mieli full ammo. Ty masz pełne ammo, to warto.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Spadł sobie. No niestety.
Remember, they are
Nie.
not victims.
Zabiła go. No. Trochę ich tu jest.
These creatures are worse even than Advent. They have no cause, no fear. They simply exist. If we do not defeat the aliens soon, we will become little more than they are. Target neutralized.
Dobrze.
Good
Jezu.
riddance.
Bogowie RNG nam dają dobre wyniki.
Hostiles pacified. Draining ammo and loaded.
Na razie tyle.
Return to your gods. I'll need more ammo soon.
Wiem, że będzie potrzeba więcej amunicji.
Volk says hello. I
Przeładuj.
need more ammo.
Spokojnie, powoli do celu. Oj, dupa, nie trafiłaś.
Volk would be disappointed.
Tak, byłby.
That's affirmative.
Spróbuj go zastrzelić. Dobrze.
No longer a threat.
Też spróbuj zastrzelić. O, bardzo dobrze.
Got him.
Biological readings in your general area are clear. No more creatures on approach.
For now.
Then let's not linger here. Head to the evac coordinates now.
Dobra, biegniemy.
Moving to designated coordinates. We risk all this for pray tell Mox? If he is not what you say he is, I shall kill him myself.
Looking forward to this meeting already.
Co, nie centrala?
Roger that.
Naprawdę.
A momentary victory. Others are surely on the way. We must keep moving.
No argument here. Continue to the rendezvous point. You should have a clear path through now. Second squad is already en route to Mox. Proceed to the rendezvous and await their arrival.
Oh, we'll be there.
I teraz zobaczymy, co się dzieje z drugą drużyną. Mam nadzieję, że przyjdzie też tak bezproblemowo jak pierwsza.
Looks like trouble ahead. The rendezvous could be compromised. Stay focused. Contact! Get down! We may have a bigger problem here. I'm guessing that's our man.
to hunt, to purge the drop ten, the lost. Our meeting point is still secure. She is free of the imposter gods. I would give anything that all my kind could say the same. Even sit down with your reapers. Now, we must go.
Rendezvous with Outrider is further ahead. Proceed through this district as quickly as possible, but be careful. Something tells me this city still has a few more surprises to throw our way.
Surprises are the least of our worries today. It is these reapers of yours that are of true concern.
We, the skirmishers, were created by the false gods of this world to serve and die as their puppets. We retain all that we were and more, and our prowess in battle serves us well in our cause. In close combat, none can stand opposed to us.
Możemy najpierw strzelić, coś poruszyć. Bardzo fajnie.
Rolling.
Headed there now.
Moving there.
Mamy też hak. Na sam koniec ulicy trzeba przejść. Dobra. No to na razie.
Non-evade detection. Scanning.
Got it covered.
Nie potrzebujemy się zbytnio śpieszyć. Najlepiej będzie wartami się poruszać. Nie jest bardzo słony.
A-10 batal. No trespassers.
Heading there now.
Może jeszcze nie. Może przesunę ciebie.
Stepping off.
Don't remember seeing these things before.
You were not meant to. Purifiers were created with a singular purpose, to contain the Drakten, the lost. We must eliminate this patrol quickly before others arrive.
Fine by me. Take them down.
I have failed you.
No niestety.
On Overwatch.
Spróbujemy. Okej. Było? Drugie było, o mój Boże, ale szczęście. Okej, dobra. Dobrze by było, żebyś się z tym zabrał.
Tactical movement.
Tak, hak na górę. Zasłony. Możemy zdenerwować to, żebyśmy się dodać. Dobra, na razie jeszcze przemieśćmy nasze jednostki. To boję się, że może teraz wybuchnie, więc uciekniesz tutaj.
Position confirmed.
Tak, ty strzelaj tam.
You weren't kidding when you said those tanks could explode. Careful with these things. We don't need to take any unnecessary chances.
Czy jesteś w stanie dorzucić? Jesteś w stanie dorzucić granat.
Take this.
To dawaj. Czekamy.
Watch order confirmed.
Aha. On tam był. Dobra. Myślałem, że go zabiliśmy, kurde. No... Nie tutaj kliknąłem. Jezus Maria.
The patrol has been liberated. May their lives not be lost in vain. We must push forward and complete our mission.
Works for me. Move out.
Confirmed.
Przemieszczamy się powoli. Ogień się roznosi. My się powoli przemieszczamy do przodu.
Come get some.
To that position.
O! Jest tu nasz plakat. Zemścimy się. Nasz plakat wyborczy.
Solid copy. I await their approach. Understood. Moving out.
This is no patrol. It's an army.
Yes, one we do not have time to face.
Everyone, get back!
A co z zombie?
Purifiers may be down, but unfortunately, that was our extraction point.
I fear that is not the worst of it. Multiple biological signatures rapidly on approach to your position.
The lost. The sounds of combat excite them. They are drawn to it.
You just blew up a fuel truck!
There was no other choice. Find an alternate exit. We will deal with the lost. Dracula. Dashers. They are not as docile as the rest of their kind.
An apt description. It would seem the mutation has somehow accelerated these dashers' metabolism, allowing enhanced speed and agility, with a corresponding increase in aggression.
These lost seem to be pretty sensitive to noise. The sounds of combat are likely to draw even more of them.
Dobra. Tutaj warta.
Affirmative. Covering now.
W sumie to jest dobre miejsce, może tu zostać patrol.
I stand ready.
Ty przeładuj broń, bo to zaraz będzie rozruba niezła. I tu.
I have failed.
Target neutralized.
The shockwave of that explosion reverberated throughout most of the city. I would expect a significant reaction from the lost.
The only reaction I will accept from them is their deaths. Find us that exit.
Okej, błagam, zabij go. Dobrze.
Enemies down.
Spróbuję jeszcze tutaj zastrzelić. Okej,
Target neutralized.
to jest daleko. Dawaj. Dobrze.
Kill confirmed. Negative ammo. Yeah.
No i spróbuj. Dobrze.
It's down. On Overwatch.
Możesz się przemieszczać. Wtedy to się przemieścisz, żeby być bliżej swojej drużyny.
Position confirmed.
No i możesz spróbować. Dobra, spróbuj. Im zmniejszą ilością się... Właśnie, dobrze.
Kill
Jak
confirmed.
najlepiej, jak najszybciej wyeliminować, bo musimy się tu bronić. Mox, ty przeładuj. Ok, jest chwila. Tak. O Jezus. Jezus. Ludzie.
Not even close.
That whole area is hotter than we thought. Gonna need a little more time.
Understood. Holding position.
Hostile neutralized.
Okej. To tak samo.
We're green to go.
Przeładowanie.
Overwatch.
Must reload now.
Wszyscy przeładujcie. Mieć pełną. Zwłaszcza ty, Pauli.
Readings are all over the place. The lost are almost right on top of you.
Kurde, ludzie, trafiajcie.
Ah, come on.
I will not fail you again.
Dobrze.
Enemy down.
Think we've got something here. Just need another minute.
You have your minute.
Fuck.
Shall fail to connect.
Dobrze.
Target eliminated.
Jest natura.
I'm ready.
Powinniśmy teraz mieć miejsce, do którego mamy się udać.
Moving to Overwatch.
Reinitializing weapon.
Przeładowuj. Jedź. O mój Boże. Dużo ich.
Their casualties run.
Missed.
Okej.
We found a new route that should get you to the rendezvous point safely. The lost are still converging on the area, so make it fast.
That will not be a problem.
Przede wszystkim zastrzel tego.
Good riddance.
Ty musisz przeładować,
Going to
więc
need to reload soon. Back
zróbmy to
in.
teraz, żebyś miał na pewno zrozumiane. Popróbuj strzelić tutaj blisko.
Target down.
Twoi teammates potem będą się przesuwać.
Nailed it.
Dobrze.
Target eliminated. Toss me some ammo. Hostile neutralized. Ready to run. Out of firepower over here.
Najpierw plata. Dawaj.
The light has left them. Soon to be out of ammunition. We take from the elder stock. I require ammunition. Reloading.
Okej. I teraz ty. Zastrzel go, proszę.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
They will fight the war.
Nie powinien tam jest jakby...
Moving.
Dobra, przesuwamy się. Aha.
Closing on target position now.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Uciekamy. Jak najdalej.
I go as ordered.
Dobra. No tu. Tutaj masz się
Changing
przesunąć.
position.
widzisz od razu, czy tam będą jesteś? Nikogo tam nie ma, dobra. No to ty biegniesz w to miejsce. Ty biegniesz tu,
Good copy. Moving on target.
a ty biegniesz od razu na miejsce. Dobra. I mamy to.
Running.
Dobrze.
Outrider and the first team should be waiting for you ahead. I know this wasn't the easiest stop, but I have to believe it'll still be worth it in the end.
That depends on the Reapers.
Kurde, ale jestem pod wrażeniem, że tak dobrze udało się tą misję rozegrać. Nikt nie jest na razie ranny. Rzutu, żeby dostały awanse.
Rendezvous point directly ahead. Let's try and play nice today, people.
So, Advent's most brutal captain comes to atone for his crimes.
I am no longer that being. I am free now.
Taking off that helmet does not change what you are. Reapers have long memories. Elder Cracksod. Anytime.
The way I see it, we have two options. Join forces and kick the Elders off our world, or kill each other here and now. The choice is yours.
No one has ever done that before. No one shall ever do that again.
What the hell is that?
Prima, elder assassin, relentless death that stalks my kind, butcher of free Advent.
My people face another like her. They are the undying, Advent's curse upon us. We must combine strength if we are to have any chance of success.
You are welcome to try.
Właśnie.
Your Reapers face a being such as this?
They appeared without warning years ago. Had they not, we would have already regained our home.
Such arrogance. The Elder's will extends throughout the universe. I am but one of their instruments.
Dobra.
Back online.
Strzelam od przeładowania. Wart.
I'm reloading.
Ty w sumie się niewidzialni.
I was born in the shadows. No one will cross.
Za osłony wy musicie się schować. Tutaj jest mało osób.
Roger that. Scanning.
Ty pierwszy, co? Kurde.
Moving to designated position.
Za osłonę przeładuj.
I'm ready.
Wszyscy mieć pełne magazynki. Ty przeładuj.
Cover me. Reloading.
Warte.
Non-evade detection.
Reloaded.
Wszyscy macie mieć gotowe bronie.
Overwatch.
They might as well be shouting.
So many have already fallen.
Okej. Aha. To trochę przyps, pancerz kinetyczny, niecelne strzały tego wręcz osłonem. Odnosi większe obrażenia od ataków z bliska. I odnosi większe od ataków wykonanych przez zmierz.
And yet my work is never done.
Dobra, spróbujmy zejść na dół, może gdzieś zobaczymy.
I move. I await their approach.
Orders confirmed. On the move. Got it covered.
Tutaj zostanę na górze,
Watching comes
snajper.
naturally.
Jak jesteś w tej pozycji, to na dół się przenieś.
I'm on the move. Moving to Overwatch.
No i wy zostańcie w ten sposób.
Scanning.
Przecież ty w sumie jeszcze możesz dać Luxowi protokół wsparcia.
Come get some.
They lack subtlety.
Consider yourself lucky. Most would not survive such a strike. I find human captives are most eager to trade their secrets for even the hollowest of promises to extend their pitiful lives.
It looks like the Chosen knocked one of our soldiers into a daze. We need to get someone over there to help them get back on their feet before that thing can move in and attack.
Okej. To lecisz tutaj.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Widać ją, ale ty raniujesz na razie.
Settle down. You're fine. Where?
Humans do share an admirable sense of loyalty, even in the face of certain death.
Dobra, na razie ty nie. Masz. Czy byłabyś w stanie tam dorzucić
Moving out.
swoją bombę?
Placing the weapon.
Dobra, Mox, dawaj, strzelę.
I had not expected this conflict to be so exhilarating. You surprise me, XCOM. Still, the Elder's will is that none survive this day. I cannot leave that to fortune.
The sonic dispersal waves emitting from that pod are crisscrossing a massive area.
Aha.
Meaning that thing just rang the dinner bell for every remaining lost in the city.
An accurate assessment. The entire lost biomass seems to be converging on this position.
Then let's get you all the hell out of there. Firebrand's en route to the evac coordinates now. Get moving.
No to lecimy.
Closing on target position now.
Żebyś mogła lepiej strzelać. Dawaj. Oj, dupa.
Closing on target position now. Enemy destroyed.
Dawaj. Oj, 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 oj.
Adjusting sights.
Dobrze.
Target neutralized.
Zastrzelić wszystkich. ostatni. Raz, zastrzelmy też. Ja pierniczę, kurde. Miałby się jeszcze okazję przeładować. Dał radę.
Headed there now.
Wszyscy do punktu ewakuacji. Nikogo nie zostawiamy w tyle. Ajajaj.
Shot wide.
Initial analysis of these creatures' movement patterns reveals an almost coordinated attack strategy. Perhaps they're not the mindless automatons they initially appeared to be. An intriguing, if not horrific, possibility.
Jezus.
Come on, focus. Running dry on ammo.
Dobra, to bym na razie nie strzelamy. To mam zrobimy zwiat, bo jesteś niewidzialna. Na razie przyładuję tutaj. Jest zorientowany, to masz trochę obniżoną celność. Ty musisz to zrobić. Dobrze.
Taken care of.
Ktoś ma apteczkę? Ty masz apteczkę, to możesz go wyleczyć. Dobra, to w kolejnej rundzie się tym zajmiesz. Przeładujcie, jak ich tu będzie więcej, to będzie problem. I się posuwamy powoli do przodu. Ty idź do przodu. Jesteś niewidzialna, to możesz zrobić rekonesans, dobra. Nie jest jakoś super daleko, jesteśmy w stanie to zrobić moim zdaniem. Bez operatorzy. Dobra, przesuń się tutaj. Za samochód. To tutaj.
Of these creatures can still be in this city.
Advent has been sending purifier squads into these cities for years, yet somehow the lost survive, even thrive. We do not know why.
Może się jakoś rozmnażają.
Moving on target location.
Zombie seks. To byłby dziwne.
Ready to rock.
Zobaczmy.
I am trusting you.
Ona ich tu widzi.
I'll keep an eye on it.
I'm on the move.
Warta.
Overwatch.
Ty się przenieść tutaj.
Moving to position.
A ty Mox tutaj.
As you order.
Ty Wartę.
Got it covered.
Mox, jako że ty masz tylko 3 ammo, to przeładuj to. To się na pewno bardzo przyda zaraz. I ty do Moxa.
Move into position. I'm on it.
Ojej.
Missed the target.
Dobra, przemieniony.
Kill confirmed.
No. Slow-mo. Okej, dobra. Okej. Nie jest tak źle.
Taken care of. I did not exist when this city stood whole. Still, I feel revulsion at what happened to this place, to these people.
I believe you.
Ciebie. Okej. I przesuwasz się.
Headed there now.
Teraz ty lecisz tu.
Understood. Moving out.
Lecz Moxa.
Get back in there.
Bo na razie nie strzelamy, nie potrzebujemy. No spróbuj. Dobrze. I
Target
przeładowany.
eliminated. Good to go. Ammo.
Ty nic nie robisz, ty się przesuwasz.
Headed there now.
Widzisz tamtego zagubionego, widzisz. Spróbuj go zastrzelić.
Kill confirmed.
Robisz reload.
Ready to rock.
Mox. Mox, kochaniutki, ty się przesuń tutaj.
Covering distance.
I will go.
Ty tutaj. O, tu nie widzisz.
I see everything.
Mhm. Ty biegniesz tu.
No need to ask
Chociaż w
twice.
sumie mogłem przeładować to. No i dupa. Mhm.
Now we fight.
Zauważyli ją.
The only fate possible for aliens.
There will come a day when my people take back this place for our own.
If they are all like you, that is a likely possibility.
Dobra. Spróbuj zastrzelić. Dobrze.
Nailed him. Gonna need to reload soon.
Jeszcze raz. No i dupa.
Adjusting sights. Negative ammo. I'm spent.
Dobra,
The
dawaj.
choice is made.
Przyciągaj tego zębaka.
Their journey ends here.
Teraz warta.
I will watch.
Przesuwamy naszych.
Rolling out.
No to musisz posprintować.
Got it covered.
Zastrzel tego.
Good riddance. I require a resupply.
Szczerze mówiąc, nic nie powiem co teraz zrobić. Mogę cofam się tobą tutaj.
I am at your service.
Chociaż nie, to jest głupi pomysł. Dobra, muszę jeszcze raz się przesunąć.
I go where you
Tam
tell
jesteś
me.
za blisko tych zombiaków. I ty biegniesz tą stroną.
Already there.
Efficient attack.
Dobra.
detecting additional lost converging near the evacuation coordinates. I advise caution. It would seem the lost are on to our strategy.
It is the Elder's will that this alliance fall. It will take more than mere lost for that to happen.
Dobra. Zaczynamy.
Return to your gods. I need ammo. I'm reloading.
Jezus, już myślałem, że trafiliśmy. Jezus. Lecimy. Puścimy ich wszystkich.
Death to the invaders. Who can give me a resupply? One of many.
Dobra, i przeładuj teraz.
I loaded these cartridges. I will need more ammo.
To przesuniesz się tu. I rozstrzelasz ich teraz.
Down. Target down. Hostiles pacified.
Dobra.
Locked and loaded. I'm running low on ammo.
Przeładowanie.
We're green to go.
Ty możesz się poruszyć, no to lecisz tam.
Rolling.
I warto.
Scanning.
Idziesz tu.
On the move.
Warto.
Got it covered.
Ty się porusz w tą stronę.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Bardziej przesuniemy tutaj
I advance.
na front. Dawajcie, damy radę. Jeden speeduje do nas.
Firebrand's in position, but the evac zone's even hotter than we thought. Running out of time here, people.
Tell her to hold as long as she can. We will be there.
Moving there.
No jeszcze 2-3 tury i jesteśmy na miejscu.
They will fight no more. My ammunition is low.
On the move. Come get some.
Moving on target location.
Dobra. Pozabijaj ich tutaj.
Kill confirmed.
Dobrze nam idzie, dobrze nam idzie, dobrze. Damy radę.
Hostile neutralized.
Teraz będziemy mogli się wszyscy przenieść. Paul Walker. Dobrze.
Enemy eliminated.
Przeładowanie i to już krył. Już osłaniał nas. Reszta biegiem do strefy ewakuacji.
Move, move, move. Running.
Eskorta. Dobra,
I can cover it.
też lecisz. Ojeju.
I'll get him next time.
Central, the sheer magnitude of the biomass converging upon this position is staggering. If our team does not evacuate now,
Trust me, Doctor. They know.
Dobra. Ty biegniesz po prostu jak najbliżej ewakuacji. Kto ma największą szansę na trafienie? Ty masz 100. Dobra, to strzelasz.
No compromises.
Ty masz najdalej możliwość przejścia. I warta.
It is under my watch.
Ty lecisz też koło
Moving to
niego.
designated coordinates.
Czwarta.
Come get some.
Przesuwamy nas
I'm on the
wszystkich.
move. My turn on watch.
I'm on the move. Moving on target location. On Overwatch. Moving to Overwatch.
Dobra. W kolejnym razie się ewakuujemy. Ty, no ona ma ulohaka, no. Kurde. No.
Remember, they are not victims.
Nie trafiony strzał. Jezus, ale... Ale dobra.
Their
Dobra.
casualties grow.
Volk says I am to obey.
Tobą nie. Ty próbuj strzelać. Dobrze, strzelamy.
Target neutralized.
Kto jeszcze nie jest w ewakuacji? Ty nie jesteś.
Confirmed.
I ty nie jesteś, dobra.
Heading to that location.
Uhu! Ewakuacja udana.
The entire swarm converges upon us. We cannot hold this position much longer.
Outrider to Avenger, where the hell's our exit?
This is as low as I can get her.
No! I do not intend to die this day. I will follow.
Oj.
Foxtrot 410.
Troszkę głupie. A propos zombiaków. Dostawać tyle.
Time to return home, traitor.
No nie.
Our new alliance with these outlying resistance factions presents an intriguing opportunity to study the varying means of survival they each employed all these years.
No, ale poawansowali nam. Ludzie, nikt nie wrócił ranny. Dobra, nie mam medyków zdalnych, to medyk. Protokół medyczny jest naszym medykiem. Cynthia, sorry. Grenadier kolejny, dobrze. Ty jesteś naszym łowcą kolejnym, też dobrze, bo nam brakuje takich. I dobrze by było, żeby jeszcze jeden specjalista? Tak, dobrze. Dobra, awans.
We may have chosen a different means of resistance, but our people fight for the same reason, for the world we once knew. Together we will end this occupation, or die trying.
The resistance factions take a more flexible approach to training than traditional soldiers. They can often learn multiple new abilities with each promotion. They will adapt to follow your choices, Commander.
Mhm. Detonacja ładunków wybuchowych znajdzie się w uliczeniu zadające podwójne obrażenia w dwukrotnie większym polu rażenia nie powoduje. To jest dobre, bo możemy detonować różne materiały wybuchowe. To się na pewno przyda.
Commander, each of our soldiers is rated based on their understanding of our tactics and capabilities, something we refer to as combat intelligence. Because of their unique experiences in the field, our faction soldiers from the Resistance will gain access to new abilities based on this combat intelligence.
Okej, czyli będzie szybciej levelować. Dobrze, na start bardzo dobrze. Ludzie tutaj widzę się zgrywają.
Efficiently executed and no casualties. You could lead the Reapers any day, Commander. Well done.
Dobrze, mamy naukowca.
How long do you think it will be before our newest prisoner reveals your secrets?
We should talk to our friends with the Resistance. If we deploy on a covert action, they can help us find out where our captured soldier is being held.
Thank you for sending additional support staff to assist me, Commander. I will make sure they are put to good use.
Dobra. 2 dni, a naszym laboratorium
We've
zbuduje.
had our suspicions, but before now we've never had the resources to investigate the possibility of clandestine advent facilities built up outside the city centers. Now that we've gotten word of this black site, I have to admit, I'm worried about what we might find. They could be doing anything in there.
Filmik.
It would be so easy. Good to see you, sister.
Miscreants, restrain yourselves, lest you be restrained.
No, the 3 of us, called upon together. Something has changed.
On that, we are agreed. The battlefield has shifted. Our masters have need of us once more.
Sounds to me like they're afraid.
You dare defile this place with your wretched tongue?
Oh, I dare. Our children. Each of you possess our strength. Each of you possess our wisdom. Of all our creations, you are truly blessed. Your charge was a simple one. The subjugation of those who would see our grand design falter. We have been pleased. Until now. Our greatest asset has been lost, stolen from us, while our strongest did nothing. We are disappointed.
Thought you were the strongest.
Arrogance, defiance. You have fought among the humans for too long. You have been corrupted. You can be reclaimed. Yet perhaps you may also be redeemed. Perhaps you all may be redeemed. A greater battle lies ahead. Our time on this world draws to a close. Yet we need not abandon it completely at our departure. For one among you is surely ready to claim this world as their own. One among you is worthy. Return what was lost to us. All that owes our will to the one who succeeds our everlasting favor. To the others. You are the chosen. Do not fail us. Now go.
Commander, we've just made contact with a new faction of the Resistance known as the Reapers. They're an elusive bunch, but this is their headquarters. We can scan at this location now to start benefiting from our newfound cooperation.
So this is the commander. Dragonova spoke highly of you and the rest of your team. Trust me, that does not happen often. You are all welcome here. I will admit I had some concerns with this alliance of yours, but from what I hear, this skirmisher, Mox, was captured protecting one of my own. Reapers have long memories, Commander. We will honor our end of the deal. Volk, out.
Okej. Mamy frakcję oporu, możemy zacząć robić operacje z nimi.
Tenacity could prove your undoing, Commander. If you would seek a fight with me, I hope you are truly ready to match my skills.
Czyli jeśli będziemy robić misję, to ona będzie nas atakować. Wiemy coś więcej? Nie, na razie.
Setting course for South Africa.
Możemy tę informację zdobywać. Niekoniecznie chciałbym skończyć skanować
Avenger
tamto.
plotting new course.
Tak myślę, że znajdziemy kolejną misję i wtedy znowu zakończymy. To będzie taki drugi odcinek. Potem będziemy kontynuować, bo ta misja dość długo zajęła. Content to content, tak. 3 żółtodziobów, dobra. Ja bym jeszcze na chwilę wrócił do bazy.
Commander, now that members of the resistance
Właśnie.
factions have joined us on the Avenger, I thought you might want an area where you can meet to organize and plan future operations together.
Właśnie. Poczekamy, aż tu się laboratorium oczyści.
Avenger plotting new course.
Zbuduję.
I appreciate the new lab facilities, Commander.
Okej. Jeszcze bardziej skracamy czas badań. Możemy to ulepszyć nawet. A na razie nie opłaca się nawet. I zajmiemy się teraz.
Commander, so far I haven't seen anything critical among the alien components left over in this area. If we clean this stuff out, we could probably use this space for a new facility. Excavation is underway, Commander, but it's going to take some time to get all that stuff cleared out.
Potem tą aulę zbudujemy i zaczniemy budować inne rzeczy.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
Mamy łączność
Commander,
wreszcie.
if we intend on discovering the purpose of the chip we extracted from you, we'll need to conduct the appropriate research as soon as possible.
Koncepcja utworzenia systemu łączności radiowej w celu zorganizowania ruchu oporu to nic nowego. Wykorzystywano ją w wielu dawnych wojnach toczonych na Ziemi, ale to, co chcemy osiągnąć, nie będzie łatwe. Obcy świetnie radzą sobie z wykrywaniem naszych sygnałów dzięki technologii i zasobom, którymi dysponują. Jednak pracując z główną technik SZEN, zaczęliśmy gromadzić sprzęt łącznościowy obcych, znajdujący się na pokładzie Avengera. Po sprawdzeniu rejestrów odkryliśmy, że ich sieć nieustannie przesyła zdumiewającą liczbę komunikatów naraz. Możemy to wykorzystać. Ukrycie naszych wiadomości w tak przytłaczającej lawinie informacji nie powinno nastręczyć nam większych trudności. Używając Avengera w roli sztabu możemy stworzyć sieć komunikacyjną, która połączy z sobą placówki ruchu oporu na całym świecie. Każdy nawiązany kontakt pomoże nam zorganizować i wzmocnić partyzantkę. Czyli używamy ich technologii, żeby ich dupić. Co jest takie piękne. Na razie tego nie będziemy potrzebować, myślę. Biotechnologia.
I will begin our research immediately. From my own experience, Advent generally deploys heavy security rather than subterfuge when it comes to protecting their primary facilities, at least the ones I had access to personally. If they have gone to the trouble of hiding this black site, I suspect our findings there will lead us to even greater questions.
Dobra.
Commander, We can now work to establish contact with local resistance groups operating out of regions around the globe. Once we've collected sufficient intel to make contact, we'll need to scan the target region for the operative signal.
I was created as the herald of victory, for no warrior with greater talents can be found anywhere within the Elder's dominion.
Dobra. Spróbujmy przekonać to do końca, a potem nawiążemy kontakt z Afryką Zachodnią.
Much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however. Ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations. War games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
New objective added.
The Advent officers have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted chip is the key.
Mając niewiele czasu na przygotowanie, musieliśmy przeprowadzić na dowódcy ekstremalnie inwazyjny zabieg, aby usunąć implant pieczołowicie wszczepiony do tego płata patologicznego. Wszystko wskazywało na to, iż urządzenie nie zostało zaprojektowane z myślą o jego późniejszym usunięciu, ale obawy o życie dowódcy i ryzyko zdalnego sterowania nim przez obcych nie pozostawiły nam większego wyboru. Mimo mojego niepokoju dowódca jak na razie nie odczuwał długofalowych skutków operacji i wraca do zdrowia szybciej niż zakładaliśmy. Jeśli chodzi o sam chip, moje wstępne wnioski są, mówiąc oględnie, alarmujące. Urządzenie jest napędzane psionicznie przez energię kryjącą się w mózgu właściciela, w tym przypadku dowódcy. Co więcej, wydaje mi się, iż urządzenie działa jednocześnie jak nadajnik i odbiornik, przesyłający informacje za pośrednictwem swojego rodzaju łącza psionicznego. Nawet po usunięciu implantu trzeba było go ekranować, żeby ograniczyć wpływ otaczającego go szczątkowego pola psionicznego, gdyż nie wiadomo, do czego jest on wciąż zdolny. Jeżeli moja bieżąca teoria jest prawdziwa, dowódca mógł odgrywać znacznie ważniejszą rolę w działaniach Adwentu niż nam się wydawało. O! Mamy ambulatorium. Można tutaj leczyć żołnierzy z negatywnych cech i także szybciej będą wracać do zdrowia. I sekcje zwłok mamy odblokowane. Dobra, no to ciachamy
The
oficera.
Advent officers appear to be similar, if not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility. However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate Advent forces.
I te plamy krwi na ekranie. Słom obcych usunięty. Czemu nie możemy tym dyskutować? A nie mamy zasobów wystarczająco. No to nie marnujemy czasu. Zaczynasz tu usuwać rzeczy.
security message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
Mam podsumowanie miesięczne. 140 sekund.
Chosen are a tough group to infiltrate, but we've managed to gather intel on their latest actions, and have a rough idea of how close each is to reaching their ultimate goal of locating the Avenger. Commander, we have intel suggesting the aliens are working on developments that threaten our ability to stop the Avatar project. We can conduct guerrilla operations to disrupt one of these efforts, but we'll have to choose carefully. We don't have the resources to intercede everywhere.
Oho, to jak już czytam z opisu. Jak już czytam z opisu, bardziej mi się podoba zakłócanie sygnału. Skanowanie jest czasochłonne i bardzo nam potrzebne, więc myślę, że raczej będziemy się tego chcieli pozbyć, jeśli będziemy mieli wybór.
Commander, the factions have pledged their support to XCOM, and they're ready to carry out your orders. As our influence with these groups increases, our capabilities will grow in kind.
If you've got something new for us, Commander, my Reapers are up for taking on some additional orders.
Czyli możemy zrobić co chcemy, tak? No to na razie nie przyda się błyskawiczny atak.
Commander, we'll need to send our own soldiers out to work with the resistance factions to complete these covert actions. They'll be gone for a few days, but this will help us build influence with the resistance while generating material support.
No dobra. Dobra, tutaj na razie nie potrzebujemy. Ratowanie, ulepszenie sprytu bojowego.
This operation is going to require some field experience, Commander. We'll need to send one of our vets to lead the effort.
Dobra, na razie nie jesteśmy w stanie, nie mamy sierżantów żadnych. Będziemy próbować robić te rzeczy. Jeszcze raz, co tam było? Nagroda żołnierza mobilność +1. To wyślijmy naszego strzelca wyborowego i jakiegoś żółtodzioba. Znajdźcie go, znajdźcie Pratala Moxa.
Covert is our specialty. Let's just hope your people can keep up.
Commander, the Resistance has a hidden cache of resources stashed outside of Advent's reach. But that means we'll have to fly over and scan the area if we want to recover this stuff for ourselves.
Dobra. Tak, zaraz się zajmiemy tym zrzutem zapatrzenia. Na razie sprawdzimy, czy możemy zbudować tutaj aula ruchu oporu. Tak. Ona się będzie budować nawet bez technika. A on tu oczyszcza kolejny złom.
Commander, you should establish contact with the local resistance network as soon as possible. The aliens are undoubtedly moving forward with their plans.
After we pay the initial intel cost to make contact, we'll have to scan the region for a few days before the local resistance cell comes out of hiding. Once we find them, we'll be up and running in the new region.
Tak, nawiążmy ten kontakt.
Setting course for Sector 11, West Africa.
Potem zajmiemy się tymi zasobami.
Commander, using intel collected so far, we've managed to locate a resistance cell operating out of this region. It'll take us some time to scan for their exact position, though. I take it this was easier than your last procedure, Doctor.
Central, Commander. Yes, I find the process to be far less disconcerting when the subject has already expired. The results, however, it's best you see for yourself. My autopsy of the Advent captain has confirmed the existence of an implant, similar in design to the unit I extracted from the commander. But there are differences.
What kind of differences?
The data you see is being pulled directly from this Advent captain's implant. The sequence here is essentially you, Commander. Or at least the tactical information they were processing through your mind. As you can see, the data is nearly identical.
They were using you against us.
Yes, however, the Advent data shows signs of decay. Removing the commander from their network has likely caused significant damage.
Network?
Yes, what we're seeing here is a psionic network. These implants are capable of receiving and transmitting information, a great deal of information, somehow encoded in a stream of psionic energy. My working theory? Advent uses this network to augment the tactical readiness of its troops, as well as disseminate orders from its central command. Observe. Even in the subject's diminished condition, the implant continues to have an effect. A truly astonishing achievement.
Or a weakness?
Potentially. But I need direct access to their network to know for sure.
I'm guessing that won't be easy.
We'd need an active link. And that would mean hacking a live Advent officer.
Like I said, not easy. Still, it's the best lead we've got. Your call, Commander.
No pewnie się przyda to zrobić. Musimy znaleźć
We're making
sposób
progress,
postępować.
Commander. I've updated our objectives based on the latest findings.
The Advent captain seems to provide a means of stabilizing the link between the local subordinates and the Advent network tower itself.
Oficerowie Adwentu, więksi i lepiej wyszkoleni taktycznie od podległych im żołnierzy, dowodzą podwodnymi za pomocą starannie przygotowanego łącza psionicznego wzmocnionego implantem mechanicznym. Po wstępnym zbadaniu dowódcy i uważnym zapoznaniu się z informacjami zgromadzonymi w celi obcych, wysunąłem teorię o powstaniu tego systemu. Uważam, że proces kontroli psionicznej został opracowany w celu umożliwienia szybkiego przekazywania informacji taktycznych czerpanych bezpośrednio z podświadomości, w tym wypadku z umysłu naszego dowódcy. Biorąc pod uwagę tę hierarchię, wiedza taktyczna znajdująca się w umyśle dowódcy została przetworzona i przekazana oficerom Adwentu, którzy później kierowali żołnierzami i innymi podwodnymi. Nie wiem, w jaki sposób są rozprowadzone rozkazy po odłączeniu dowódcy od ich sieci psionicznej, ale obcy na pewno przygotowali się na taką ewentualność. Myślę, że można podłączyć się do tej sieci, ale do tego potrzebny jest przekaźnik w postaci żywego oficera Adwentu. Żeby uprościć to trudne zadanie, opracowaliśmy nawiązanie otwieracz czaszek, mogący unieszkodliwić oficera. Potem to już tylko kwestia zhakowania oficera na polu walki, choć nie mam pewności, jak to się skończy.
Commander, if we're going to try to build this skulljack that Tigan came up with, we're going to need a specialized facility to test it out.
Tak, poligon. Mamy zainspirowanie. To badamy broń eksperymentalną.
Nothing on the local comms. Advent's been quiet lately. I'm guessing we have you to thank for that.
Our pleasure, Den Mother. Enjoy it while it lasts.
We plan to. Our water purification...
Massive signal coming from the Advent network tower. It's global. Sir, I think you'll want to see this.
Fellow citizens, for 20 years, the Advent Coalition has worked tirelessly to repair the ravages and injustices of the old world. Under our stewardship, our cities prosper, our people flourish, and our world heals. And yet, among us, there are still those who would refuse to acknowledge the truth, who are determined to see all that we have achieved.
Multiple radar contacts on approach to Haven Alpha 7.
That must end.
Even as I speak to you today,
You've got incoming on approach.
Your signal's breaking up. Territories to end this scourge once and for all.
They're right on top of you.
losing you, Avenger.
Raise them again!
We will ensure your continued safety and well-being throughout this crisis.
Get your people out of there!
With your cooperation, we will overcome these radical elements and usher in another 20 years of peace and prosperity.
They don't stand a chance. Commander, we should get a squad ready to deploy.
Tak.
Commander, we
Mocna
have a
scena.
squad ready to move on the Resistance Haven currently under siege by the aliens. Give the word and we'll move out. Our next operation will put us right in the middle of chosen territory, Commander. There's a good chance they'll show up to interfere, so we should plan accordingly.
Tak. Więc musimy pamiętać o jej słabościach i przygotować się, że on nam przeszkodzi. W każdym razie, to byłby koniec na ten moment. Jako że mamy kolejną misję, zajmiemy się nią kolejnym razem. Nasze badania idą dość szybko. Zaczynamy doganiać obcych w technologii. Miejmy nadzieję, że nie dadzą rady z naszym ruchem oporu. To by było na tyle. O.
I don't know where people are getting those damn Advent burgers, but if I find another wrapper stuffed under one of these command consoles, there's gonna be hell to pay. We've done what we can to honor our fallen soldiers, Commander. It's not much, but it gives our people a chance to pay their respects.
This is the voice of the Resistance, spreading the truth about
Dobra.
what's really happening out there. Word from
Kończymy.
the front lines, XCOM has once again proven that despite what Advent would have you believe, humanity isn't going down without a fight.
Damy radę. Nasz łowca jest ranny. Ty jeszcze ranny jesteś? Jezus, długo jesteś ranny. Ale dobra. To by było na tyle. Mam nadzieję, że się stream podobał. Jak zawsze będzie zapis z niego na YouTubie. Dziękuję wszystkim za przyjście i do zobaczenia następnym razem.